harm.
Yeah, like insight check on that.
Right,
You want to kill him.
roll an insight check. Roll an insight check.
I'm good at these. Where are they?
Melgrim doesn't care whether he does or not. He's still chopping these
21.
carpets as they come in.
So you should have got that message now there, my good man, Jim. So what was the result of the insight check?
21.
21. Jim, do you mean them harm?
Certainly don't.
I mean, I've got nothing here. I'm kind of like a
The
bit
trail of the
stressed
voice
out
from
that they just.
the trail from the voice of what he's saying and what he's relaying to you is very half-hearted. It's very non-demeanorish. It's very standoffish. It's just a case of it's as if he's being told to say this to you.
Why are you down here? There's nobody lives in our ocean.
That's a good point.
I cannot say because I'm being held to what to do, but I don't think.
You say what you want at this point. The Kreen are just at this point just poking spears into your back, Jim. So you can say
Right.
whatever you want at this point.
I'm gonna look back, and I'm just like, I don't want to give anything away. Yeah, I realize that these are innocent people. Like, yeah, guys, stand down.
Was it you that attacked our ship, the Broken Oar? Did you control the Kraken?
And I'm now going to. Outside question: do the Kraken speak Dwarvish?
The Kraken,
No,
It was the
Kraken. Yeah,
Kreen.
Kreen.
the Kreen.
The Kreen,
You've been speaking to one of them.
Yeah.
So your position right now. We'll get to that in a minute, Sally. As you're speaking, your position now, you're in some sort of, it's almost like a bamboo cage. You're
Yeah.
stuck in this bulbous thing hanging under. It's almost like an egg
Yeah.
sack that you're hanging under this machine.
like a ball sack.
Yeah, like a ball sack if you want to call it, slam against faces. Family show, people.
Well, I always
Come on,
consider you a
guys.
little nuts, Jane.
Come on,
The
guys.
Kreen right
indeed.
now are basically holding spears at you to
Yeah.
tell you to say this. They've given you some sort of contraption to shout in, so to relay a message, and it
Yeah.
seems to be written in rudimentary common. These are the phrases you've been asked to read over and over again until you get a reply.
Yeah.
As soon as you heard the reply back, one of the Kreen ran off. The other two are still standing, just poking at you. Just keep reading over and over again.
Yeah.
You're just as
just-
confused. You're just as
Yeah.
confused as everyone else.
Yeah, do I see who's beneath? Do I see lights of who these are? Like if it's another dwarf that's down there?
Make me a perception check.
Cool. Then I'll do that just now.
With your puny human eyes.
Beautiful. Yeah, you can see everything from here.
Right,
There's
okay.
enough light. There's enough light giving off from the bottom of the.
Right.
It's almost like a glow. It's like a kind of neon blue glow, just hanging under what we would call the belly of this beast, mechanical thing. And again, you've got a couple of cage egg sacs where you're sitting. There's a couple of others open. One in particular has only got one other person in it.
Yeah.
Rachel, if you would like to describe your character.
Who? Me?
Yeah, sure. Nim. Oh, made me feel sad again.
Oh.
You see,
sicko.
you see a human woman. She's currently wearing a grey cloak, and she seems to have like rags on. She's very dirty. Doesn't look nicely kept or anything, and has really dirty black hair. And she's kind of just like curled up in a ball in one of these egg sacs. I think you just said yes.
Yeah, it's basically it's almost like a cage made out of bamboo. For purposes of real life stuff to give you an idea of what it looks like. It's not proper bamboo. You reckon it's maybe made from the iron oak, but you don't know how. because it's a very, very hard to break through. You've not that you've not tried. You have tried. It's just
Yeah,
really
she's
hard.
got no nails left, hardly,
Yeah.
just blood all over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
So
she's
you're
trying to get
currently
out there.
hanging. Yeah. Like I say, so you two are currently confused at this point,
Yeah.
and I would like to point out as well, the two of you, this is the first time you've heard common in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna scream for help.
I'm
Help!
gonna keep continuing down. I'm gonna go.
Please,
Yeah.
help, get me out.
Stand down, or I will not harm you. Just lower your weapons. Then I'm going to turn into a spot Merlin dwarf. Then I'm going to speak dwarf and say, I am currently held in this cage. I am captured and I need help. Please.
As soon as you
Just-
say that,
just
as soon as you
say,
get to that
I
point,
am-
bang, spear into your back, it really hurts.
That's why I'm grabbing so I come down.
Do that motion again,
yeah,
Jim.
you pull it, but they pull it back up. They obviously know that you
Right,
tried.
I'm
something.
sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Right. Stand down.
Yeah,
You'll
anyone who
you'll
speaks
not be harmed.
Dwarvish, anyone speaks Dwarvish would have heard that message relayed.
See how this silky stuff, does it feel climbable?
Yes, very much so. In fact, we're getting to that. Sally is halfway up one of these ropes.
Yeah, I am going to start climbing one of the
Yeah,
ropes
she
as
is.
well.
Can I move closer towards
Shimmying up.
Yeah.
the mechanical?
I am a dwarf and I'm climbing a rope.
So,
Underwater
I need
pirates.
Sally, I need Daphne and Melgrim to start making athletics checks for me. Right, we'll go from here. Gaz, you were talking. What are you doing, mate?
I will just try and
Oh,
move
yes, I fly
towards the
Hell yeah.
vehicle, and I'll try and see if I can
You both rolled
get
crazy,
any
right?
closer to it.
What was that, sorry, Gaz?
I'll try and see if I can get any closer to the vehicle.
Right. As
Easy.
close as you'll get is probably climbing the rope. It is, like I say, you're from where you're standing in relation to the top of the canopy or the bottom of the canopy. You're maybe talking about 100, 120 feet up. But this is a big machine.
I'm just gonna
So-
somebody go into the chat and tell them not to come in.
Yeah,
However-
kick 'em. I don't mean in a
I've
bad
already
way,
kicked
but
them.
it's like
Yeah.
that's why I was saying we should lock down these
Yeah.
bids.
So, however, like I say, if you want to try and climb up the rope, you certainly can try it. I added the "it" there because copyright infringement.
Okay. Don't know. I'll just message.
You can
Yeah.
certainly
should I-
roll.
Should I use
Certainly,
attempted.
acrobatics or athletics to climb up?
yeah. You want to do athletics to climb up?
Okay.
Okay, I love it.
Oh, great.
Yes, I love you
Oh.
guys. I love you.
Yes.
I can't
Um,
do it.
While Ralph is busy dealing with our invader, Sir Janice, what are you doing at this point?
That's a very good question. In
I've-
fact, I know exactly what I could.
I'm
do.
coming. I'll get there eventually.
I'm going to. I have a first level spell that I can use, which I very much should have used earlier if I remembered that I had it. I have the spell Comprehend Languages, and I can use that to understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that I hear.
You certainly can. Do you want to cast that?
I do, yes.
Yeah. So you
Now,
start to
question:
understand.
if I cast this, will it also mean that they'll understand anything I say, or is it just one way?
No, I think this is one way. So they'll be able to speak to you, and they will actually be able. You'll be actually able to understand them. However, depending on the levels, I'm pretty sure I will check that out now.
It was so Scottish. But the new.
I'll check that out now. Because there's a moose loose about this house.
Do you remember the old one? No, no.
Yeah, sorry, wait, don't do that. I'm just gonna tell the invaders to go and get still and switch and bump our numbers. There we go.
Yep, for the duration, you understand a little bit of any spoken language that you hear. You understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes 1 minute to to read one page of text. That's fine. We will say for this, you can only comprehend. Just go off the description. You can only comprehend. You cannot relay what you're talking.
I'll be back with this.
Okay.
Not a problem. So yes,
Okay,
you
so
can
I'll go
understand
ahead and
languages.
cast comprehend languages then.
Okay, so you
And so
catch the end of the dwarven as you hear the "okay, man," and then all of a sudden you hear what Jim was saying at this point in dwarf. You've managed to catch a little bit at the end of it. Interesting enough, give us a perception check to see if you hear any of the clicks.